The topic of the international conference is Building Resilient Ecosystem. The college, Shri Kumarswami College, Ausa, daily organizes national and international webinars. Simultaneously, it also organizes international conferences. The purpose behind arranging all these webinars and conferences is to exchange knowledge among the students, researchers, teachers, and those people who seek it. The college is affiliated to Swami Ramananda Tirth Marathwada University, Nanded. The effort is becoming successful because of the chief organizer, Honorable Principal Dr. M. Bedkar, sir. I welcome you, sir, as the chairperson of this international e-conference. Today, I feel immense pleasure to welcome today's chief guest and keynote speaker, Honorable Hina Nisar Sadouzai ma'am from Islamabad, Pakistan. On behalf of the organizing committee and Sri Kumarswami College, Ausa, I heartily welcome you, ma'am, as the chief guest and keynote speaker. Now, before spending much time, I would like to invite Honorable Principal Dr. M. Bedkar, sir, for his opening words. Please, sir, welcome. Welcome.
Thank you so much, sir. Really feel honored that you made be part of this e-conference. Thank you so much.
Thank you, sir, for your introductory speech. Now, I request Honorable Hina Nisa Sadouzai ma'am for her keynote address on the topic Building Resilient Ecosystem. Please, ma'am, welcome.
Okay, thank you so much, Prakash and Dr. Batkar. If I'm pronouncing your name right, is it right? Okay, thank you so much. A very good evening to you all. Can I see beautiful faces behind this camera to welcome me from Pakistan to India? Yeah. Come on. Switch on your cameras. I want to see you all, people. Good to see you, Mubina. Oh, yeah. Vidya, yeah. Dr. Rashi, good. Chandrakant Bangi. I'm sorry if I'm not pronouncing your names right. I don't know pronunciation. Dr. Singh, thank you. Thank you so much for joining me this evening. This is a beautiful evening. And I always feel a lot of pleasure when I talk to my neighbor country and, the people from the neighbor country. I love them a lot. And we have, strong bonds with each other. That's why we have affiliation. So thank you so much for joining us this evening. This is a beautiful evening. And let's clap for each other. Let's clap for each other first. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for this love gesture. let me tell you about myself a little. My name is Hina Nisar Sadouzai. I'm a trainer and consultant. I work with many organizations nationally and internationally, means in Pakistan and outside the Pakistan. Um, I do deliver keynote speeches at international level. So today I'll be talking about the resilience ecosystem. I would love to make this session more interactive. So if we will engage each other in a conversational way, so we would learn more definitely. I want to ask any one of you who has faced any setback, any problem, any sadness, any you can say any sort of trauma. Can you raise your hand? Hello. Okay, if you can raise your hands, did you ever face any setback, any problem, any sadness, any trauma? Did you come across any taboos in your society? Oh, good, Mobina. Okay, means we all are somehow the same one. You can, yeah, Dr. Rishi, yes, you can electronically raise your hand because this is digital time and we can make also digital presence in response. Yeah. Uh, and may I ask, you can type in the chat box as well. May I ask, how much time did you take to recover? How much time? Like you can recall any of your setback, any of your recent setback, and can you tell me how much time did you take in recovery or getting back to normal routine? You can write in the chat box, or you can open your mic and tell me. Yes, that I'll appreciate if you open your mic and tell me. Yes.
Hina, can I say something? Yeah, I
Yeah,
guess
yeah,
like
please.
it's part of life for everyone. Like to go through any trauma in life or some little stresses. Some are big and some are small, and sometimes it really takes time, and sometimes it takes little time. But I think if you have willpower in yourself and have faith in God,
Mobina,
or yeah,
can you tell me about recent one? Oh, with the 15 minutes, wonderful. Okay, Mobina,
yeah,
can you tell me
recent,
any recent one?
yeah, recent one was like maybe for others it's not a trauma, but like I was in USA
Yeah,
for 6 years and I moved back, and all of a sudden the transition
yeah,
period here with my kids, and the meantime I came back, I got COVID, and I was on steroids and medication, and that was killing me. So that was like was draining me more mentally than physically. And then like definitely there's a much difference of the lifestyle over there and over here. So to
yeah.
come out of it, and plus medication and this and stuff and the environmental change and everything, like I had to go through a lot, and it took me 8 months and almost a year, like I'm back to normal. But I there were days I was low, there were days I just like stood up for myself, and trust me, no one is going to help you in such thing besides yourself. Or you
Yeah,
have faith in Allah or God or Bhagwan, whatever you say, because from all the countries people are here. That's why I'm saying like that.
yeah.
Only your willpower and Allah can help you to come out of it, and nothing else. Sometimes, like there are certain such setbacks which you think it's not
Mobina,
going to overcome, but it did. Yeah.
Mobina, yeah, thank you so much. Thank you so much. Yeah, it's really a time taking thing, when you come from a very developed nation to a developing one, and when you return back to your country, you were enjoying such facilities and a lot of things, and the country is so established, and here in Pakistan I can see a lot of challenges for you, and then you recovered. You got COVID, and this was really a big setback. I know that was a critical time, and even mental trauma for like getting back to a situation where you left for some improvement and development. It's not normal. I mean, it takes time. So this, the power of getting back to normal, right? as you're telling me that, with the help of a lot of things, and, like how you encouraged yourself and how the divine helped you, and a lot of bundle of options are there. We will discuss about that. But to understand the resilience, we should understand that, there is a time, there is a power which takes you back to the normal situation. And I truly agree that it's not something you happens with the, it is some immediately, it takes with some time, and it happens with the passage of time. May I ask you to look at your surroundings, and what are the things can you mention in your surroundings? Shalini, Vidya, any one of you, Prakash, any one of you, Aditya, any one of you want to tell me what sort of things are surrounding you right now? What are the things around you?
Just I'm sitting in my drawing room and watching to your interaction with the Babina ma'am and was listening. That's all on the surrounding as of now present when you're asking me.
Okay, good. What physically? What else is present there?
In front of me, my wife is sitting and is also listening to your lectures.
Good. Okay. So
Physically,
daily routine,
furniture,
what?
the sofa.
Yeah, Shalini.
So physically,
Do you want to contribute?
Yeah. Can you hear me?
Okay, a bit loud, please.
Am I audible?
Yeah, audible, but a bit loud.
Yeah. So what I'm saying is physically, since you asked for physical objects and there are furniture, sofa, table, flowers, plants, lamp. I can go on.
Oh, good. Thank you so much. And Shalini, can you tell me all of the things surrounding you, what you complement to need to survive?
What we need.
What are the things?
To need to survive, nothing.
More than just mobiles. Mobiles.
For me, my mug of tea.
Okay. Yeah. You must be having water, food, other of your family members surrounding you. Not in fact maybe in the room, but because I know you have taken them out for your session, but they're mandatory for your life, right? Is it so?
Yeah, you're right.
Oh, so
Of course.
So this is the ecosystem. This is the ecosystem of your life. Through all the components, through all the parts, through all the, you can say, type of interventions and engagements in your life, you call them ecosystem. So many of the times, as we talk about COVID, we talk about many of the critical times, sometimes people come out very quickly out of that tough time and, setbacks, but sometimes people take some more time. Did you ever think what takes you to quickly recover and what gives you, some more time to recover? Like, what are the components? You can type in the chat box. I'll read from the chat box, and you can switch on your mic. I want to talk to you.
Somebody talk to you very gently. Somebody try to listen to your grievance. Somebody talk to you very humbly and really try to console you, give some sort of encouragement and padding you. What? Yeah, don't worry. It's all timely. That's what we can get again. Rejuvenate our energies.
The surrounding of the positivity and negativity around you, that also impact on how you are coming up.
It's
wonderful, Mubina, wonderful doctor. Yeah, Shalini, do you want to speak? Yeah.
So I believe that the self-talk which we have regularly with ourselves and the mindset which we have, that's what makes us going and helps us to bounce back. Since we're talking about resilience, so it's all about self-talk. That's what gets me going always.
Time for yourself and giving value and respect to yourself, I guess. That's also
exactly. Okay, thank you so much. Now, I would love to share with you, there are some type of external ecosystem and some internal ecosystem which we don't talk about usually, right? So external ecosystem, if you think, as doctor has mentioned, that there should be somebody to listen to you, right? When you tell about your grief or sadness and when you share your story, you need somebody to listen around you, right? That's your external ecosystem. You need some family support system. That's your external ecosystem. Some food, good food. That's external ecosystem. What else? What else? What else you count in the external ecosystem? Yeah. You can share your examples. Yeah, I'm looking forward to you. I know you know. To get back to the normal situation, what else you need externally to recover quickly from the setback or something you faced critically?
Get connected directly to the one who has created you.
Wonderful. Anybody else?
People around you. Otherwise,
that we mentioned, friends, your family.
Family,
friends. Like as you mentioned the right word, echo must be very echoing. Otherwise, echoing environment.
Nutrition.
Environment.
Nutrition is very important because that's
nutrition is very important. Of course, food is very important, for your health.
Writing is very important. Writing
Wonderful. I love that.
Talking to yourself is really important, and every morning you just get up with the spread and say, yes, these are the things I can do it and I will do it.
Exercise.
Meditation, exercise, morning walk. Yeah. Healthy
music works like a magic.
Yeah, really.
Music, your spiritual healing that comes from somewhere externally. When you perform physically any bada or any spiritual activity, that's also external. So
true.
This is whole ecosystem which helps you recovering back externally. But we talk about external ecosystem, but we don't talk about internal ecosystem. External ecosystem is okay. The external environment is not in our control. You cannot control your friends to listen to you. You cannot control your family. You cannot control their behavior. You cannot control what sort of environment you have around you. But what you can control, we have to work on that. If you know about the circle of concerns, the initial circle is what we can control, and the internal circle, and then the outer circle is the circle of influence, which we cannot control completely, but we can influence. We can talk to somebody that to mitigate that behavior or mitigate the situation, or maybe
we need to adjust. I suppose we need to adjust with the external factors.
We need to adjust. But we are going towards the external factors here, and that's called the circle of out of control. That's not in your control. So if we talk about out of control, we cannot do anything. If we want to control that part, we lose our energy, we waste our energy, and sometimes we drain our energy. Like we cannot control our government. There's a stage of depression when there's economic depression, prices, when you see lack of jobs, unemployment.
Or any natural disaster.
Any natural disaster like COVID or something like flood in Pakistan. Last few years, we were being suffering from that. So we cannot control that. We can influence somehow. We can work on some situations. We can talk to somebody. We can adopt a process. But we cannot control that circle, the inner circle. The second one circle is that's influence. And now we will talk about the most inner part of the circle of concerns is your circle of control. If you want to improve your resilience, if you work on your resilience, now we have to work on few things. Okay. May I know what...
your emotions. Emotions.
Yeah, exactly. We will be talking about emotions and, what makes you strong internally. You can write in the message. Please, you can write in that message. You can type here. Bina, Dr. Shalini, you all people are not allowed to talk.
Sure.
Some other...
Sorry.
I'll mute it now.
Now you can type. And a few others, yeah? Wonderful. Think about your inner self. What makes you weak or strong? Let's talk about a moment of grief. Think about a moment of grief and sadness. What makes you more weak? Can you write in the? I'm talking about something which makes you more weak, right? So can you write in the chat box, please?
Lack of self-confidence, ma'am.
Yeah.
Lack of self-confidence, ma'am.
Wonderful. So you can write in the chat box as well. Lack of self-confidence. Wonderful. I truly appreciate. Look, thinking negative. Yeah, Mubina, yeah. Anyone else? Look at yourself. Let's reflect on ourselves. Prashant, you want to say something?
Oh, get irritated and frustrated by comments of other, thinking of others, what they are commenting our thoughts, our behavior.
And you get stressed by the comments of others. What others gonna say about us? Yes, yeah, I know. This is the most important trauma of Indian Pakistanis.
Self-appraisal.
Oh, yeah. No, actually, I'm talking about what makes you weak. I'm not talking about what makes you strong, but what makes you weak.
Okay.
Scared of taking risk. Yes, Mubina. Thoughts and behavior. Yeah. Pessimism. Okay, pessimism. I'm sorry. Pessimism. Good. Okay. Caring others, what make you always weak? Yeah. I believe. Yeah. Now look, do you know there's one thing which you need to work on, and you will get rid of all the situations. What is that? Can somebody guess? Yeah. Come on. Share your guess.
We have to focus on what is in our control and work on that, and not focus on the externals and focus on our internals.
Internal. Good, Shalini. Thank you. Anyone else?
Overcoming the weaknesses by our strengths, overcoming stress, strengths, and then see that what threats are there, then working out for the threats and stand strong.
Wonderful. Okay. Let me Rishi, I know you want to share something. Yeah?
Yeah, it's a kind of SWOT analysis of oneself.
Oh, yeah, SWOT analysis. Okay. Respect to others. Okay. Now, let me tell you one thing. If you will come to know about the thing, you will say, yeah, this was the thing. The thing covering all of the things you mentioned is we have to work on emotional intelligence. Emotional intelligence is the key of internal ecosystem. We have to work on the decision making. We have to work on critical thinking. We have to work on our attitude and behavior. We have to work on our relationships. We have to work on our mind and how our mind processes something and what's the lens of your mind. But behind all of the things, I must say, there's one thing. If you work on emotional intelligence, all of your other things gonna set well automatically. Artificial intelligence it comes later, but emotional intelligence is internal. Artificial intelligence is the external one. Yes, through artificial intelligence, sometimes you get yourself involved in some games and some type of engagement there. But we have to work on emotional intelligence to make us strong internally. And when you are emotionally intelligent, the pain and the grief and the sadness, that affects you less and you suffer less. I want to ask you something. When somebody hurts you, what do you feel?
Very bad, very sad.
You feel sad? Yeah. What else?
Ma'am, I think nobody can hurt me.
Oh, good. You're emotionally intelligent. Wonderful, Krishna.
Actually, sorry you have asked me not to say anything, but I'm saying
we
should stop expecting too much. That's the main thing which makes you,
Okay, Mubina, we should stop expecting, yeah. Krishna, how come this that nobody can hurt you? How?
Because
this is interesting. I want to know. Many of us want to know.
Ma'am, if we care for others' words, otherwise we can't hurt by any other. We hurt ourselves, but
we
nobody
don't
can
care,
hurt us.
actually. Krishna, you don't care, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Oh, what should I say? You are truly emotionally intelligent. Wow, good, wonderful. Okay, sadness. Yeah, I know. Okay, you know, when someone hurts you, definitely it gives you a pain. You become sad. You become less productive or unproductive. It destroys your peace. It creates distress. It stresses you. You get emotionally down. You get emotionally nervous. A lot of things. If I that nothing of all this matters to me, because I'm not boasting, but since when I started working on my emotional intelligence skills, this is something you have to work on consciously. This is not an unconscious skill we will learn. We have to work for like a lot of time consciously. We have to practice it. Like whenever you learn driving, you practice is conscious in that. So it is the same. If you want to work on your emotional intelligence, okay, let me tell you what is emotional intelligence. I want to tell you with the situation. When someone talks so critical about you, and it is adversely affecting you, um, in this situation, you don't feel hurted, you don't feel nervous, you don't feel distressed, or you don't feel anything demotivating you or stressing you. In fact, you take that productively and process that situation in a very productive way and create some opportunity and make it sometimes like you can make it sometimes productive. Do you believe that some we can convert a destructive situation in a very constructive and opportunistic and very mindful way and very productive way? Do you believe?
Yes,
Yeah.
ma'am.
Why is that decided by others? Why? Yeah, Shalini. So can you type in the chat box? So if you want to go and travel the journey, if you want to cover the journey from getting hurt to the stable one position, right? That you don't feel on that particular situation.
Unless
As
somebody,
you have to.
somebody emotionally
Yeah.
strong can have the power of like shock absorbing person. People who are very low, what you call moral people, they can lose their temper and they may not proceed. But people should have the courageous to face any sort of challenges, having the emotional, high emotional
And
IQ.
doctor, and I truly agree with you that people should do like this. People should, but this should comes from where?
It
What
should
is the
come
originating point of this should?
within inside. Nobody needs
Yeah,
to.
exactly. We have to work on ourselves. So now, as we know, we are in less of time. So I'll share some of the things which you have to work on yourself. Emotional intelligence basically is composed of 4 key components. And emotional intelligence starts with self-awareness. How many of you are self-aware? Why we get hurt? Can you write some of your strengths and weaknesses in the chat box? Can you write some of your strengths and weaknesses in the chat box, please? Yes, openly, please write it. I want to read. I'm just giving you 1 minute or 2 minutes. Okay, I'm giving you 2 minutes to write your strengths and weaknesses in the chat box. I'll come to know what sort of self-awareness level you have. Can you write, please? I'm waiting for your write-up. The strengths and weaknesses you have, which are known to you. Good. Write down. Come on. Yes, come on. Yes. My independent thinking, wonderful. Your strength, survivor and fighter, yes. Self-encouraged, wonderful. Self-motivated, hard worker, wonderful. Come on. Write down. If you don't want to reflect on yourself, this is the time to reflect on yourself. When you're sitting with me, just utilize this time for yourself, to reflect on yourself, to work for yourself. We often don't get some time to work on ourselves. So this is the time. Utilize it well. Come on. Feelings incompatible. Yeah, okay. Sad and happiness. Go out of the way for people and take disadvantage. They take disadvantage. Mobina, you should be emotionally intelligent this way. Yeah, strong self-concept. Wonderful step. This is what defines the self-concept of yourself. So, emotional intelligence starts. Did you know about the Johari window? Johari window. Johari. Johari. Johari window. I'm writing in the chat box. Window. This is a tool. You have to work on this tool to work on your self-awareness, right? It starts from what you and others know about you, like what is open to you. It has 4 quadrants. Open self. Open self is what you know about yourself and others know about you. That's very much open, right? You know about myself, you know about me that my name is Hina, and I'm a trainer and a speaker, and I work nationally and internationally. This is what I told you, and this is what I know about myself, and you know about me. This is something open, right? You have to fill the quadrant of open self with 5 things you know and others know about you. There comes the blind self. The second quadrant is the blind self. What is blind self? When are we blind? And now you can see me completely, but I cannot see you or see myself completely. I cannot see at my back, right? So what others know about you, but you don't know. Sometimes others keep on telling us that you are behaving this way, you are rude, you are very generous, etc., etc. You don't know about the opponent. You have to ask from others, your siblings, your wives, your husbands, your colleagues, your principals, from your surroundings, and the people who know you well. So you should ask from them. What are the strengths and weaknesses in me? What you want me to improve, and what you know about me? Please, can you tell me something about me? So write down 5 or 6 or 7 or 10, the number of qualities and strengths and weaknesses you have, asking from others. The third quality is what you know about yourself. Those are your hidden secrets, your hidden potential, your hidden skills. You know about yourself, but no one else knows. Like, some teachers of you may have very good skills in poetry. They have very good skills in artificial intelligence, but nobody knows. Some have, few secrets. Initially, when you used to talk to somebody on phone, and we used to hide that. So that's a secret you only know. So these type of secrets, skills, talents, and things you have is the hidden self. You call it hidden self. This is the component where you call it hidden self. And fourth one is the one which nobody knows about you, and if nobody knows about you, and you yourself don't know about you. So this is something very unknown. In unknown things, you explore it accidentally. Like, I'm talking to you, you are listening to me. I'm not talking to you by name or directly, but you explore that, this type of quality I have. Like, you explore something while you watching a TV show or something. When you apply any skill and you find something other that lies in you, and you accidentally explore. That's called exploratory self, and that's a 4 component. If you work on yourself, if you want to work on yourself, you have to work on self-awareness, and Johari window is the tool to work on yourself. Did you get that? Can you raise your hand? Now, do you know about Johari window? Can you raise your hands? Yeah, good.
This is behavioral part of the human.
If you want to be, keep yourself strong and, self-maintained and bold enough and, courageous enough, so work on your self-awareness, right? Self-awareness will give you more strength, to become emotionally intelligent. Madam, if we ask others, they won't tell strengths, but counter. Okay, Dr. Rishi, wonderful. Thank you so much for sharing this thing. If you ask others, they tell you negative things. Pick up those which you think are very relevant to you. But for this skill, you have to build critical and analytical skills in you, that you exactly come to know what is the feedback, what sort of feedback is genuine, and what is the feedback comes in jealousy, and what sort of feedback is irrelevant, and what sort of feedback is relevant. So you have to pick and choose, but you have to work on those stuff. I usually ask people keep on admiring about me. I usually ask people, please write something negative or something to improve in myself. Don't write something positive. Yeah, you can write positive, but to encourage me, but start from something which I need to improve, because that will give me another insight. Negative or weaknesses give you another chance to make you strong and to become more resilient, right? So this is the first component of emotional intelligence. And then there comes, when you become aware of aware of ourselves, we manage ourselves in a very skillful manner. Then when you become sad, then you come to know that when you become rude, when you become happy, when you become sad, what sort of relationship you should carry, what sort of relationship you should leave, you should skip, what sort of meetings, what sort of family gatherings, and bundle of things. So another thing, when you're gonna set a goal in your life and you're focused to your goal, it gives you more resilience, right? Because then if you get down, then you get up again. If you get down, then you get up again, because you're working on your goal, not like moving here and there and trembling around, right? So set a goal to keep yourself on track. I must say, then you become aware of your social side, right? Then you become aware of your social competence. What's your social side? Who is surrounding you? Who are the positive people? Who are the negative people? Where this is again, there comes a term called energy management. If you come to know about the social side, then you manage your energy so well. So third component is social awareness in emotional intelligence, and the fourth one is when you become aware of social side, you better manage your relationship. So relationship management is the fourth one. So look, emotional intelligence starts from yourself and goes around you and the society, and the social management and the relationship management of your life and yourself, right? So think, if we become so capable that we start from self-awareness, we manage ourselves, then we look around the surroundings, we know about the surroundings and social awareness we have, and then we manage others. Can you forward a single example, where any one of you has turned a very rude and negative person into a very productive manner and productive behavior? Any one of you? Mubina, no. Doctor, no. Shalini, no. Rishi, yes, you also share. So anyone else? Any situation you tackled in such a way, you turned most rude person into a very productive person, and most rude behavior into a very productive behavior. Any situation, recall it, reflect on yourself. You must be, you must have seen someone in the chat box, and you can switch on your mic and tell me. I would love to hear from you. So another thing which is very important, I want to show you a slide, if I can. Doctor, can I show a slide? Am I?
You need to share it, madam. You have to share it. Share your screen.
Oh. No, I think I cannot share, because this is not my link. Okay, fine. Okay, let me tell you in practical example. Did you see a balloon? How many of you have you seen a balloon? I know you must have not seen a balloon. Or balloon. No one else. Do you know?
All have seen it.
Oh, really? Really? Who have seen. Mabina, please. Doctor, please. Shalini, Rishi, I know you must have seen. Some others, I want to see that who other knows about balloon. Dr. Anand, do you know? Have you seen ever? Okay. Come on. Balloons are not available in India. Are these available in India? Can you switch on your mic and tell me?
Yeah, we have seen, ma'am.
Oh, thank you so much. Thank you so much for this acknowledgement. Okay. Now let's talk about balloon. When we start blowing, let me ask a question. Do you know which part of your brain takes decision in thinking, or maybe from which part of brain you go for thinking?
Prefrontal.
Thinking? I know, you know. Who else? Okay, so can you switch on your camera and can you show me?
Yeah.
Show me from your head. Okay.
The thinking, ma'am, what kind of thinking? That is also another question. So right and left brain, the cerebral cortex,
Any thinking process happens at which part of the brain? Can you mention, like putting example from your head in camera, can you mention which part are like here, where, which part of? Okay, Shalini, I know you know.
medical point of view, it is a cerebral cortex that thinks about the thinking process.
Okay. Dr. Savannah, can your head like brain and can you show me which part?
Like that, it is very difficult to point out.
Oh, okay. Okay, let me tell you, which I want to share with you. The brain is a part where you do your thinking process, right? So let me share a thing. Like, if this is a balloon, you start blowing from here. Let's take it as a balloon, right? You start blowing from here, and the gas goes here, and the air goes here, and then it moves there, right? The pressure you put here, the same pressure is exerted here, and the same pressure goes there. But it passes from here to here and then here, right? Is it so? Like this part of brain blows air and then it goes here and then comes here. When any thought or anything comes to your brain or your mind, that comes from here, from this side, right? And then it goes to the central part, and that's called the emotional part of the brain. And then in the simpler words, and then it goes to the prefrontal cortex, right? And this is the thinking part of the brain. So how emotions are controlled and how we can work on emotions. Let's listen to again. If we blow it from here and the same pressure is here, same pressure goes here. If we don't stop ourselves here, and if we don't pause here, and if we don't think here, we blow air with the same pressure to the thinking part, right? So if you want to control your emotions, you have to pause at this phase, right? Which part? The emotional brain, right? So if you want to really control yourself, whenever any thought or anything comes to your brain, keep yourself stopping for a few seconds, and then you will, refine all the emotions, and the pressure will reduce, and then your brain will be having more thinking quality, right? More thinking capability, sorry. So if you want to work on this central part. Now, the simpler simplification of emotions control is in front of you, and you can see how we can control our emotions. To become an emotionally intelligent person, before thinking, we have to stop ourselves. And many of the times, You want to put exertion, but you stop yourself. You say, it's okay, Hina, it's okay. Many of the times I say myself, it's okay. Stop, Hina, it's okay. You do a resilient self-talk when you're emotionally intelligent. So I think emotionally intelligent part of resilience is very much clear to you now. This is the basic, and this is the very few information I've given to you, but I know you're the people to process. You are wonderful people. You want to learn, you want to apply, so you will apply. Few other things I must say. You have to work on yourself, behavior wise, attitude wise. You have to work on yourself in decision making. Not is a process, and making is a conscious process which you learn, like how to evaluate your decisions, how to gather information around your decisions, how to find the facts, and how to calculate the profit and loss, and etc. Then finally you take a decision. So don't take emotionally intelligent decisions. This is the last of my session. I have 2 minutes more to wrap it up, so I'm going to share a story with you. One of my mentor, Shinaz Kabadia from Pakistan, she is a wonderful trainer, an international level trainer. Once she told me that, in 2005, there was an earthquake, you all know. His son was, dreadfully injured. And she was having, at the same time, she was having a project. She just signed a project, and she has to, build the manuals and, So she took her son to a Khan hospital, and her team amount, and she was so worried about that. What she did, she told me one thing, she told me that, Hina, at the same time, I thought about the circle of concerns. This is the time, what can I control and what can I influence and what I cannot control, right? She listed in such a way that she told me that, I can influence my son in such a way that I can talk to doctors to take care of him very well and do surgery very well. And she said that I can influence his health, like I could put money, the treatment will be good, right? And at the same time, she said that if I was sitting outside the ICU in the lobby, it's my decision that whether I should cry or I should work on my manuals. And she said that son was inside the ICU and I was drafting my manuals. And she told me, this was a decision that she said I could influence that. If I would not make money, how could I, So at the same time, she made a generous and, very productive decision that instead of sitting outside the ICU and keep on crying, I should do something productive, which will engage my mind and, engage my energy, and which will give me some money to invest on my son, right? Her son died. Her son died, but, she was telling me that it was nothing in my control. So at least what I did, what was in my control. So this is how we take emotionally intelligent decisions. And this is the resilience power.
I think that madam is a strong, emotionally very strong, and think very rationally she thought, because hardly you find such situations, a common even then here, India and Pakistan, the people are almost alike, emotionally very, they are so weak, they just lose the temper and they cannot do what you have given example.
And from her, she's so senior to me. She's like my mentor. And I really tell you, when on women's, working women's literally crying, and, they were late after the session, they came to me and they told me, thank you so much for sharing this story, that we could, realize and empathize, and we could see our lives in a different way. So this is what that can make you somehow look your life with a different. You switch on your cameras to have a group photo with me, because I would love that group photo. Thank you so much, everyone who's appreciating me. Okay, thank you so much. I have seen inbox. Thank you so much, everyone. I really love the people and the energy. And thank you so much, Mubina, Krishna, Dr. Shukla, and to whom I'm talking about.
It was lively session having after a long time. both the speaker and the keynote addressee and the participant were interacting almost an hour. An excellent session. Thank you.
Thank you so much. I'm in India this last December for a keynote speech in at a conference, but I don't know. Unfortunately, that got I think delayed or something like that, and I could not come to India. But now, after this month, in the start of March, I'm going to deliver many keynote speeches around Europe, Saudi Arabia, Paris, Germany, England. So I think that's something which makes people more strong when they listen to these such type of stories from any culture. From any culture, this is a resilient story I shared with you, and I think it can empower you and encourage you to take your life into a different perspective. Thank you so much, everyone. I really loved the session. I thank you so much, Dr. Batkar, that you shared. Thank you so much.
Looking forward to your visit to India also again. Very
Yeah, one thing. Yes, you can. Here below, it's my organization name, and I could not change it because the time was short, so I did not change it. I don't know how to change it, but you can find me out at LinkedIn. I'll respond myself on the LinkedIn. If you want to consult me for anything, I'm here to respond to you directly on the LinkedIn. Maybe it can be a later response, but definitely I'll do.
Could you share your LinkedIn link when sharing your link?
Let me write my name here, complete name, and then you can find me on LinkedIn, YouTube, Insta, anywhere, Facebook. I'm on Twitter, but I don't like Twitter much, so I don't use it. This is my name. You can search me anywhere. And definitely, I think Doctor will put this session on YouTube or something like that. So do share link with me so I can share with other people as well. Thank you so much, everybody. Over to you, Doctor.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, Hina.
Your keynote speech was also very productive. Thank you, participants. And now I would like to invite Honorable Principal Dr. M. Ambedkar, sir, for his concluding speech. Please, sir, welcome.
Bye-bye.
Allah Hafiz. Allah Hafiz, ma'am.
Allah Hafiz.
Thank you so much.
बस अपना ख्याल रखिए और अपने ऊपर काम करें and make yourself stronger.
सब बात कर सकते हैं मैम हिंदी में. इधर सब बात कर सकते हैं हम हिंदी में.
Yeah, I know. We can talk in Urdu and you can talk in Hindi. Both are similar.
Yeah, ma'am.
बिल्कुल अच्छी बात है. And recently, I met up I met a person from India in one of my conferences at Thailand and Laos, and we were talking in English, and he started speaking. He started speaking Hindi with another participant, and I said, "Oh, तुम्हें हिंदी आती है?" तो उसने कहा, "हाँ, मुझे हिंदी आती है, मुझे उर्दू भी आपकी समझ आती है." And we started talking to each other in the whole conference and for all days, and Urdu, Hindi, and we loved the journey. And बहुत कुछ सीखा उनसे मैंने, और वो ये जी बिल्कुल, इंशाल्लाह. Bye bye. Take good care. Allah Hafiz.
Sir, bye bye. Thank you.
Bye bye.
Bedkar sir, responses are not accepting, sir. Please. Okay, sir. No problem. Thank you, sir.
बहुत अच्छा रहा सब आज का सेशन. Very lively. It was very lively. Yesterday also was good from San Diego. Today also very good. Excellent people you are getting. Excellent. Masha. Thank you so much. आपको बहुत बहुत शुक्रिया, and we will be really highly grateful to you. You are taking out time. When you are traveling also, you are taking out time for us. Really.
Yes.
Yes.
Hi. Yes, sir. Now here at the end of International E-Conference, vote of thanks. I would like to thank Honorable Hina Nisar Sadouzai ma'am from Islamabad, Pakistan. She spared her precious time and valuable thoughts to us on the topic building resilient ecosystem. On behalf of the organizing committee, I sincerely thank her for her keynote address. I also thank Honorable Principal Dr. M. Bedkar sir for organizing such a wonderful international e-conference on this particular topic. I thank all the active participants for their questions and discussions. And now I request all the participants to fill feedback link to have your certificate. And also thanks to all participants on behalf of the organizing committee. And now, with the kind permission of Honorable Principal Dr. M. Bedkar sir, I declare here that today's international e-conference is over. Thanks to all. Thank you very much.